4 years ago, I left behind 19 years of life in Canada and returned to my hometown, Dalian, China. It is a city with a unique feeling. To many Chinese people, it almost feels foreign, while to foreigners, it still feels deeply Eastern. From sea breeze and old trends to seafood markets and European-style streets, Dalian has a unique character, unlike anywhere else in China. I'm Rick. Over the coming months, I'll be sharing my daily life, hidden spots, food, and stories from this beautiful coastal city. Follow along and feel free to leave a comment with anything you'd like to know about Dalian or life in China. Okay, here we go. At the very beginning of the city of Dalian. This is where the city starts, and I'm standing right on the center of the center line of the city. And this is the small square of the old city hall, built by the Russians at the beginning of the 19th centuries. Sorry, not 19th centuries, 20th century. From 1900. And this city hall was built by the Russians, and it for the old city plans. They're trying to build Dalian, especially the old town, in three parts or three sections. This is the administration zones, and we're gonna walk through this center line of the old town. I'm gonna go to Zhongshan Square, which is pretty much the center of the old town. That's the commercial and business zone. And when we walk across, we walk over the I don't know if there's gonna be a copyright for the music. When we walk across the Zhongshan Square, we're gonna reach the mountain area or the hilly area, which is pretty much the residential zones. And as you can see, this is already the tourism season for the city. Even this is the weekdays, you still see lots of people on the street. And this street is called the Russian Street, which is definitely the tourism destinations, because it was built by the Russians. It has lots of features of the architects. And on this side is the Kaixin Mahua, which is the drama theater or the art theater. This Kaixin Mahua is a very popular theater across China, which is pretty much for the comedy dramas. I don't know if it's correct words. Anyways, let's continue walk on this street. As you can see, there are lots of feature buildings, who was actually 100 years old, and they got, I think the local government renovated last year or after the COVID period, they try to attract more tourists to this destination. Honestly, the main street was nothing but like the TikTok celebrities products. It's not much to see. What I recommend to for the tour for this area, we go right here across this door. This is the railway hotel, which has lots of features for the old buildings. This is actually a hotel which was found in 1896. Very old, and compare with the commercialized Main Street. It is more quiet and has a more picture-taking spot with the old buildings. This is the map of the hotel, which is called the Railway Hotel. This is the dining room of the hotel, the Dalian dining room. This is the center of the hotel area. The statues, I believe, is pretty old. At least, I don't know, more than 70 years. And all those buildings all got renovated 2 years ago or last year. All those buildings are hotel rooms, and this building is I believe the price of this to rent the entire building is 2,000 RMB, which is less than, let's see, less than 300, or less than around $300. This is the a small vacation rooms, which could be used as for the wedding ceremonies. And as you can see, compare with the main street of Russian street, this area is more quiet, especially over the summer season. It's much cooler than the Russian street. And this hotel is like a perfect spot to start with the tour if you're traveling to Dalian. Here, another perfect spot for the picture taking. And for this part, this is what I'm saying, that for the Chinese, it is a city with lots of foreign elements, because the old town pretty much built by the Russians, then took over by the Japanese. Oh, there's a coffee bar here. I think it's for the, I don't know, for some selfie or TikTok or Xiaohongshu picture taking. It's another small square. At night it should be pretty. There's a swimming pool here. Alright, I think we're getting back to the city hall. It's a short walk distance. We're actually walk to the Kaixi Art Theater. Okay. Here is the Kaixi, the main entrance of the Kaixi Art Theater. The main problem of the tourists, for the tourists for the Old Town tour, is the parking spot is how do I put this? There's not much parking spots. in the old town. It's pretty occupied. The population density is very high. So if you're driving to Dalian, my recommendation is just park your car outside the hotel zone, or just book a hotel inside the hotel. The old downtown area, and just walk to all the tourism destinations, which is most of them has the walkable distance, and around this area you can see along the street they're all Russian products, specifically the TikTok celebrity Russian products, which is pretty much like the Chinese style Russian products. We got these flowers everywhere here in Dalian. Beautiful. You know, this kind of flowers all over the city. And I can hear the dialects of the people. I can tell definitely they're not local, they're tourists. And there we go. This is the end of the Russian street. And why I'm saying this is the center line of the old downtown area, because on the left side it's the way to the harbor area, which is old harbor of Dalian, and on the right side is the train station, pretty much attach the marine town to the railway. This is the why Dalian used to be the important transportation spot for the entire northeast China. Now this building, I really like this building, is because this building was really not really 100 years old. It was destroyed and was built around 2000. %, renovated as the old building. This is the I think it's the art museum right now. As you can see, this is the landmark, or the symbol of the Russian street.
Dalian.
On the right hand side, this is the way to the train station. And on the left hand side is the way to the harbor area. Okay. This is the train garage, and I believe there's at least 2 or 3 railways go just right to the harbor area. And now the harbor area become another tourism destination. Since the big city development around 2010, it's no longer the harbor for the shipping goods, for all those cargo containers no longer go to that area. Those are still has the engine, like the train head has the engine. Now the high-speed railways, which in Chinese is called 绿皮车, because all the cargo trains are has the green skin. And here, right in front of me, is all those skyscrapers. Where are those skyscrapers? That's the Qingniwa area, or the Qingniwa Bridge area. That's actually where the city starts from. It's like, because the name already exists around 70s, since 17th centuries, since the Ming and the Qing dynasty. And right in front of me is the post office, the old post office of Dalian. This is the street goes to the harbor area. We're gonna make another video just to not walk towards. It's not walkable distance, at least 5 or 4 kilometers. But for the train station, it's walkable distance. It's just 800 meters. So this is just still we're walking on the center line of the city, of the old downtown area. All the old buildings along both sides of the street has the, holy jeez. One thing when you travel to Dalian, you have to watch out when you cross over the street, because some drivers, I mean at least 50% of the drivers, they don't they just don't look at the road. They don't wait for the people who are walking on the street, walking across the street. And here we're still walking on the center line of the city. And we're gonna make a small circuit here to show you it used to be one of the most popular commercialized street of Dalian. Now it's just pretty empty, abandoned. Not abandoned, the city government, local government, still trying to make it back. But since most of the populations just move from this old downtown area to the new urbanized area, so you just don't have that population to support the commercial street. This is the Holiday Inn Express, which is very popular brand in China. Also could be very expensive compared with the local brand. Oh, there's a parking lot here. They make a underground parking lot for the commercial street. And, by the way, the commercial street is called Tianjinjie. This is the Tianjin Street. It used to be, when I was young, it used to be the most popular commercial street. And as you can see, it's pretty much dead. Not too many people walk around here. Okay, I think we can just walk down here and go underneath the center line of the old downtown area. Interesting. And this is the end of the east side of Tianjinjie. No people here. It's hard to finish certain proportion of the renovation of Tianjinjie. There's a coffee shop. I don't know what's this for. Maybe it's just for I don't know. Here's a restaurant. Oh, it's a Renan flavored coffee shop. Okay. It does have the it is definitely less popularized. This building was built last year, finished last year. But still, so much people here.
眼镜，请到全国连锁百星眼镜。百星眼镜技术领先，是集医学眼光配镜为一体的专业眼镜店，拥有先进的验光配镜设备及检测设备，为您专业验配近视、远视、散光、花镜、儿童近视、弱视等眼镜，专营制定经验、显微镜、电脑化的眼镜。
As you can see, this is already the tourism season, but no people, not much people are here. I think over the weekend, the local people who live near here, they can still just walk around here because you can see it's pretty nice. Environment for to spend time, especially this new building. It has interesting layout. You can walk on the top of this. What do you call it? The platform. Walk on it. See scenery of this. You can go all the way down there. Make a walk. How people come here because people have to work. I think so. all those buildings are the apartment. It used to be very expensive to rent a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment. And now I think after the COVID-19 period, all drops deeply. Got some nice flowers. Okay, I can walk down from here. Alright, got a way to go. We just follow the road. Oh, and it has a pretty big underground parking lot. Which might solve the problem of the parking. We're just standing here waiting for the traffic lights. Or, you know what? I'm gonna walk here. This is the way to the Zhongshan Square. Yeah. Very fancy. Very fancy smart toilet. This is the book. How do I say that? The book tower, or in Chinese it's called 图书大厦. It's pretty much the bookstore. It used to be, I don't know if it's now, it used to be like the entire tower, the entire building is the bookstore. Well, that was pretty much 20 years ago when I was in high school. Is it still? Oh, yes, it is still. I just walk the street and you guys see the full view of the bookstore. It's huge. Here, see, the entire building is the bookstore. And still it is now. And when you walk on this street, just try not to take picture on the right hand side, which is the Renmin Bank, the Central Bank of China. They're not allowed you to take any pictures or photos or videos to that building. So a photo video forbidden zone. And here we go. We're back to the center of the old downtown area. Which we're gonna have a problem to walk across the street to the square. So we're gonna use the underground tunnel. As you can see, lots of young people, they like to take pictures with the clocks around the square. It's also a 小红书 thing for China, especially for the young girls. For the old people like me, I think I'm already out of date. There's only we got 8 streets around the square, but they only have, I believe, 4 tunnels to go underneath. It could be a problem. And also this tunnel goes to the subway station, which is very convenient for the people who don't drive to travel here. The subway system, I believe, is very convenient. Of course, it's not. We don't have much as Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, but we also have 5 lines just to go over the city. For me, for myself, and for my family, I think it's convenient enough. There are pigeons everywhere. This is the center of the old downtown area. And this street is in front of me is the Renmin Street, which goes to the old harbor area. It has all the 5-star hotels on this street, and this is a Shanghai street in front of me. We just walk down the street all the way from the Russian street and this street is also the part of the Renmin Street. It goes to the train station. So it is like a cross. On this side of the street is the business for the business and the recreations, and on the other side of Renmin Street it become the residential areas or the residential zones, especially when we climb up to that direction to see more house, single house. For the people, for how do I say that? For the occupier to live 100 years ago. And here goes a challenging thing to go across the street. I highly recommend it if you're travelers or tourists. Just don't try to cross over the street. Just use the tunnel. Just to go around here, because like the cars here along the circles, they never go stop. Oh, here's a nice driver who stopped. Because when one car stopped, all cars will stop. But it's and you have to be it's pretty much tricky, and you have to be brave to go across the street. Pretty much all the buildings now around the Zhongshan Square is banked, as the main bank, or the 4 major banks in China, which is the Bank of China, the China Construction Bank, the CIBC, which is the Commercial something Bank of China, and the Agriculture Bank of China. And all other banks are located along, very near the Zhongshan Square. That's pretty much like the commercial center of Dalian, at least for this downtown area. And here, as we can see, because I already told you, this is the residential area. It has to have the hospital. And here we go. Here's the Zhongshan Hospital. Used to be the railway hospital. Also built by the Japanese occupier. 100 years old building. I'm gonna show you around the hospital. This is the environment is pretty nice. And this looks like a garden. And for this side, we can have a better view of the Zhongshan Square, which is the center line of the downtown area. I go across the hospital. It's a very busy hospital. Lots of people inside. We even have a very small museum, history museum, to show the history of the hospital. There's a coffee store. And, oh, they just closed the history area. I don't know why. For renovation. Oh, they got okay. So it's from Monday to Friday, and the weekend is closed. But today is definitely a weekday. I don't know why it's closed. Anyway, if you guys are interested, we're gonna come back and show you guys this history museum. There we go. This is the inside of the hospital. Is there any old hospital around your city? It looks like this. Just leave a comment. We have a small garden. Small garden inside the hospital. Very nice. Got a fountain. It's crazy. Fountain. And fish in the pond. And by the way, this old downtown area is the Zhongshan district, which named after the father of the modern China, Zhongshan.
我又来事儿，这我的地盘。
And all the buildings with the same style. It's the hospital building, and for the light color building in front of me is the residential building for the local people, not definitely not part of the hospital. I believe most of the residential buildings are for the staffs of the hospital. Like 40 or 50 years ago, if you worked for the hospital has the responsibility to solve your residential problem. They have to give you a house to live. Not house, but apartment. That's why the hospital built lots of apartments near the this building zone. I'll go out of the hospital on this side. It still has the legacy of the COVID-19 period. It's the testing point for the COVID. Now walking to the recreation zones of the Zhongshan district. The building in front of me is the Youth Activity Center. We're gonna go across the street, so go around, show you guys the main entrance of this activity zones, and right beside the activity centers is the which is the youth park, or the children's park. That's why it has the youth activity centers. I really like this building. It got all my view of a traditional Chinese building, but it's not very old. It's a new renovated building. There's a kindergarten. There's a restaurant. So right now the old downtown area, it pretty much has nothing but the tourism industry. So the local government tried to build more area to attract the tourists, especially for the young people. So along this street, the Qi Street, which is the street across me, in front of me, they tried to build it as more coffee bars, coffee shop, or the TikTok or Xiaohongshu celebrities style restaurant. But that's another story. We're gonna walk along the street for another episode. But today I'm gonna just show you the children's park, and we are pretty much gonna stop right here. So the main part of the children's park is the Mingze, which is a reservoir for the stormwater treatment. And I used to live here when I was young. The old house is right beside this Mingze, or this reservoir. And around this area it also has lots of historic buildings. For example, or the buildings right in front of me. It's the residential apartment for the sailors, or the stuff for the right in front of me. This old buildings. Okay, we're gonna walk along. walk around this reservoir. See people are selling fruits and vegetables at the main gate of the park because this is the populist spot, or the busiest spot where people walking. And by the way, from May to July is the cherry season, or cherry pick season for Dalian. Dalian is very famous for all kinds of cherries. So if you're traveling around this season, just try to buy some fruit. The price of cherry could be fluctuate. It goes around 5 RMB per gram to 50 RMB per gram. Just around like $1 to $5 per gram.
我全是在为大家谋福利的事儿。
But it doesn't mean the more expensive the better. You have to really taste before you buy. Because different people have different flavor. Preference. Right in front of me is the Zhongshan mountain, which is the highest spot in Zhongshan district, the old downtown area. I think so. It's just on this side, on the north side, is the residential zone for the VIPs back to 100 years ago. And on the other side of the hill, it's a small street called Tianjinjie, which was the residential zones or the villages for all the poor and the miserable peoples before the found of the new China. So one hill, two worlds. I'm definitely gonna make another episode for the other side of the mountain. Now it got totally different. It has several markets there, lots of restaurants, lots of residential apartments. But still, you can see the legacy. It has a legacy of the old city. It has lots of ugly apartments, which has lots of histories. So around this area there are two reservoirs. One, the biggest one is this one, the Mingze Lake. There's also a small one on the on that direction as the higher elevations. And which is called the Nanshan Park, named after this. Can't see it anymore. Named after the Nanshan duck playing around the lake. Where there's only one duck. What the hell? I'm trying to fly, but definitely something wrong with its wing. Can't fly anymore. Taking pictures of this duck. More. Why there are three ducks? It doesn't smell very good. There's a device for to get rid of the floating garbage. You see all the garbage flow around here and automatically collect all the garbage. It's very smart. That's why this lake, this small lake is very clean. That's very smart. We got this device on the edge of the reservoir. I wonder if the fish can is trapped inside the device. Probably not.
跟他妈刚一个视频开始帮他骂。
现在回忆起来少了一点情绪上的关系，我就特别难过。
我不要你，妹子，我也要你，为什么你走了
？Child is crying. I don't know why. He's just yelling at I don't want, but can't hear the last part very clearly.
“这是跟设计师又不同。
就这样看呢，这样呀，这不行，这当。
And since it's not the tourism destination, all the people who walk around here very much local, are the people who live here. There's a small Chinese traditional band playing Jingjie, which is very common in many part of the Chinese part across China. You can see that people playing 二胡. Oh, very nice. And just walk it. See the scenery. From my point of view, it's pretty good. Both the singer and the instrument player, they're professional.
Dalian 记仇，就我家那块喜鹊可多了。
What a view in the old downtown area, the center of the old downtown area. So I'm pretty much gonna end this episode. This is my first episode, and I don't know what styles you guys like. Is it too long? Is it too short? Am I talking too much, or am I just talking not enough to show you guys all the details of the videos? Just leave a comment. Give me some suggestions. I'm trying to show you guys the real Dalian from a perspective of native people, not tourism.